Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review of the CYMA, or CYMA, whatever you want to call it, M14 EBR MOD1. The MOD1 stands for Modification 1. It's the Navy's version of the EBR. The standard Mod 0 version has the kind of two metal tubes with the adjustable stock. The Mod 1 has this kind of your standard AR buffer tube. And that's just to accommodate AR stocks, and so you have more options to customize the weapon. Anyway, when you buy this gun new, it obviously won't come with the EOTech or the Viltor bipod or the Magpul CTR. It instead comes with the crane stock. It also comes with your standard high cap. In here I have a mid cap right now, but yeah, it'll come with the high cap. Onto the mags. It is the gun is a replica of the Tokyo Marui. So it's the Tokyo Marui kind of GNP style M14 magazine. And it's not the classic Army G&G style that has this kind of cut out of the back here. So yeah, there's plenty of aftermarket magazines for this if you want to get it. Again, also like the Marui style, you have your hop up underneath here. It's this little wheel that you spin. So it's pretty easy to reach and get to. The classic Army and the G&G models, their hop ups would be under the bolt here. So yeah, unlike the Ares, like I reviewed in a different video, the Ares SOP mod, this does have a working charging handle bolt. So that's a nice, cool feature. It also has a functioning bolt catch. It's on the left side here. So again, if you just hit that, it'll slam forward. It's pretty cool. Everyone who's ever owned or touched an M14, I'm sure you love that noise slash action, whatever. Anyway, so we'll start at the back. Stock tube. It's wired to the rear, so you can get a LiPo in there if you want. That's what I recommend, instead of the crane stock battery. But yeah, moving on, it has this Tango down style pistol grip. Because it is the Marui style and the motor actually comes to the back here, there's nothing, it's just a grip. It doesn't house a motor like an AR would in Airsoft. So yeah, if you want to change out the grip on here, I believe this can take some AEG grips with modification, and then it should take most GBBR grips. Some of them might need modification as well. I don't know. It has a sling mount here on the back. One thing I will say on this part right here, when I got this gun, I purchased it used. This entire stock piece, as well as the grip, was completely snapped off the chassis of the rifle. So I was pretty disappointed when I got it. But I just slathered on some JB weld and it's good to go now. So I just say be careful with that. You don't want to be smashing this back piece into something. I don't know. This is really the only instance that I've heard of this happening to the CYMA or CYMA. But again, it's just something to be careful of. When I was repairing it and I was looking at the actual design here of how this attaches to the chassis, I thought it was extremely stupid. There's one small screw coming in from the chassis into this stock piece, and then another little metal plate that kind of connects the grip section to the bottom of the chassis. Again, so this whole piece is kind of held on by two screws, and they're just tiny screws, and I just thought it was just like extremely weak and just a dumb design. Whether the GMPs, EBRs are like that or not, I'm not sure, but it's just something to keep in mind. Also, when you buy the stock, I've heard that there's a little wobble, and I'm guessing that is from those two screws. I'm seeing how there's not a lot of connection points between the two pieces, but again, it's just something you get with the cost of this CYMA instead of purchasing a GMP. But yeah, it's not bad. It's nothing to worry about, I don't think. With the JB weld, at least on this one, it's solid as a rock. Anyway, safety right here, just like on pretty much every M14 there is. It's in safe mode right now, pushed in towards the trigger, pushed out, it's in fire mode. Unlike the Ares, which I reviewed in a different video, instead of kind of stopping halfway, which I thought was pretty stupid by Aries, it goes fully in and out. So it's just, I mean, I'm just being nitpicky, but it's just something I like. You got your standard mag release on an M14 down here. Oh, that's nice. Sights are, it can be adjusted for windage, elevation, all that goodies, all that good stuff, excuse me. Right here you have your little diving board rail. That's for mounting a bigger optic, like a scope on here. Right now I have the EOTech on it, just is how I run it. Anyway, you just have the option of mounting something else on there. Select your switch is right here. So it is semi and full auto. So that's cool if you like that stuff. So yeah, the bipod not included, like I said. What I don't have on here right now that is included are these kind of little hand pieces that you see on normal EBRs and Mod 1s. The reason for that is just because this was painted without them on there, so they just look a little wonky if I put them on right now. But whatever, it comes with them. Rails, it's got rails all along the top here, except for this little space between the diving board and the top front rail. You have a rail on this side, rail on this side, rail on the bottom for mounting bipods, grips, lights, lasers, machetes, who knows? I mean, whatever you want to mount in there, you can. Up here, the front sight is fixed, but you can remove it. It does have a little Allen wrench key, Allen wrench screw, excuse me, that you can screw off and take that off if you want. It comes with an orange flash hider. Also included is this metal M14 Vortex flash hider, so that's cool. I really like when companies do that. Anyway, on this side, flip it around for you. On this side, you have another little sling mount. This can be unscrewed and it can be moved all along these slots on this side or this side, just depending on how you run it. If you're lefty, righty, whatever. Trying to think what else is there. There's not a whole lot to say about it. I mean, it's kind of your standard M14 and an EBR body with a crane stock or a stack tube on it. This is my third or fourth M14. I've owned the standard variation, it's standard EBR, the Airsoft mod, and now this. Really, my only gripe about the M14 platform is just how heavy it is, especially the EBR models. I mean, it's nothing you should be too worried about. I mean, if they're not like too heavy that you can't play with them, but just be aware that you might get tired after like a long day of playing. So it's just something to keep in mind. Anyway, I think that about wraps it up. If you have any questions, I am sick right now, so I mean I could be blanking on a part on here that is obvious to you guys. So if you do have comments or questions, just let me know and I will try and respond to them as soon as I can. Again, if you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. Without you guys, I can't do this. So you guys are pretty much what makes this happen. So yeah, thanks for watching.